of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts would be possible. Now for the countdown to tip Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack. At Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for some Lumberjack basketball as your St. Mary's Lumberjacks hosting the Grangeville Bulldogs for district tournament action. It's always kind of a weird one because Grangeville has to beat St. Mary's twice and St. Mary's only has to win one. So it's a championship game. If St. Mary's wins it tonight, they will be the district champions and move on to the state tournament. If Grangeville wins, then the Lumberjacks would have to play them in a second district championship game, essentially. So that's what we've got going on. We are here live at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Looks like we're going to have a little special guest with our presenting the colors tonight, as it looks like the St. Mary's American Legion Post is here. So going to have some special things going on tonight. It is White Out the Gym night. So if you're coming on out, don't forget to throw on your white and come out and make this gym really pop with with everybody wearing white, of course. In any case, we're going to go ahead and step away. We'll take a quick break. Then we'll come back and start our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
When it comes to a P1 FCU personal signature loan, we're all about understanding what makes you, well, you. We can help you finance your education, that big move, or even your next big adventure. You have your reason, we have your loan. Get started today at p1fcu.org/u. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. All loans are subject to P1 FCU membership, credit approval, and other underwriting criteria.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With Stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
Some people select their grocery items with an eye on every cent they spend. Some people don't. But if you don't happen to be a millionaire, you'll appreciate Archie's IGA. At Archie's IGA, prices are always lower. You might even say significantly lower. Archie's quality and selection is consistently better, and put them together and you get a greater satisfaction in meats, produce, baked goods, and all the rest. Find out for yourself the difference shopping at Archie's IGA makes. Do it today. That's Archie's IGA, your hometown proud grocer.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's. And we are back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for district tournament action. Your St. Mary's Lumberjacks hosting the Bulldogs of Grangeville. And like I said, before we got to here, the Lumberjacks win this game, and they will be on to their 8th straight trip to the state tournament. You're listening to the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KOFE. And before we get into the normal parts of my pregame, I want to kind of give a little shout-out and a little some props to Coach Chase. He has been at the helm of this team for 8 years now. This is his 8th season. Just completed this season with a 17-3 record. They have not lost more than 5 games. 6 games in that year. But they have not lost more than 6 games in any given season since Coach Chase has been at the lead of the team. He has a coaching record right now of 148 wins to 36 losses. Winning percentage of 80.43%. That is one heck of a statistic for Coach Chase. And, I don't have the resources to look far enough back or to even try to look into other coaching staffs and stuff to see. But he has to be right up there with one of the best coaches in Lumberjack history. To top all that off, in those 8 years, he has a 3rd place at state, and then we have 3 third places at state, a 2nd place, and a state championship last year. And then the 2 years that they didn't place 3rd, they lost in the 3rd place game. So a lot of hardware has come out of this coaching staff as well. So I just want to congratulate Coach Chase on his career so far here, coaching this Lumberjack boys basketball team. And I look forward to many more years coming out of it. So again, let me see, we've gone through that. They've been league champs just about every year. I think one year they were not. Grangeville beat them out for league champs in 18-19 season. But then they've been league champs ever since and district champs after that as well. So it's just been an impressive run for head coach Brian Chase and the teams that he's been able to build and put together every year. And once again, that was not the start of our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off, but that will come up next after a word from our sponsors.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimneys, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca, great service, and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
It's time to reimagine the off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Available in either 2 or 4-seat models, the Wolverine RMAX 1000 lineup features a 999cc parallel twin-engine, aggressive tires, and an automotive-style cabin. Select models include adjustable suspension, optimized power delivery, and an integrated Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system, and much more. Find your Wolverine RMAX 1000 at St. Mary's Son Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with a Yamaha.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, Then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Margie Gannon wants to thank the St. Mary's community and Benoit County for the continued support of not only herself, but of the community. Whether it's supporting your local businesses, supporting your local charities, or families in need, people of St. Mary's and Benoit County are always there to help. Margie also wants to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck and wants to let you know that the entire St. Mary's community is proud of you and is cheering you on. Margie says, go Lumberjacks!
And we are back. Tim Parrish here at St. Mary's High School Lumberjack Gymnasium as the Lumberjacks taking on the Bulldogs of Grangeville in district tournament action, district championship action. Bulldogs just came out on the floor to warm up. Lumberjacks just came out of their locker room, and now they're starting their official warm-up period, and they got the music going, and this is going to be a fun night of basketball, I think. Crowd slowly filing in here, and I'm sure we're going to have a pretty decent crowd from both sides, as Grangeville usually travels pretty well with their team. So let's take a look at the Central Idaho League standings, as we've got St. Mary's, the Lumberjacks, at a 17-3 record in the regular season. They are 4-0 in league play, and their last game was a win over Sandpoint, 62-57. The Lumberjacks sit third in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, and the Lumberjacks are the league champions. The Grangeville Bulldogs, a little bit of a rough season for them. Finished up 3-14 on the year. That is including their district tournament game against Orofino just earlier this week. They were 2-2 in league play. They beat the Maniacs 45-38 on the 22nd in a very close game. They are sitting 19th in the 2A Power Rankings. And Orofino, they wrapped up their season with a 7-8 overall record, or 0-4 in league play, and 15th in the 2A Power Rankings. Taking a look at those power rankings, we've got the top 5 for power rankings, coaches poll, and max preps. You got Ambrose at number 1 in the power rankings for idahosports.com, Melba number 2, St. Mary's number 3, Valley number 4, North Fremont is sitting at number 5. And things kind of flipped a little bit in the coaches poll and max prep. So in the coaches poll, you've got North Fremont up top, Melba number 2, Ambrose number 3, St. Mary's number 4, and Ryrie at number 5. Then in the max preps rankings, it's North Fremont number 1, Westside number 2, St. Mary's number 3, Melba number 4, Ambrose at number 5. And just a little extra bit of information, the Lumberjacks are ranked 17th in the state on max preps. That max preps ranking is an important one because that is how they will seed the state tournament. I was doing a little bit of research today trying to kind of decipher what it was going to look like, but there's still too much disparity. There's a couple of teams. There's at least there's a number 9 team right now that's ranked number 9 in the power rankings that is already in the state, and there's a chance of either a 16 or a 19 seeded or ranked team to get in there too. So that's going to shift those power rankings a little bit. There's also a chance that I think it's Melba. When I was looking at the rankings, I think it's Melba and Ambrose are in the same district. They're playing tonight for their district championship. The loser of that game will play in a play-in game. And Melba is currently ranked number 2 in the Max Preps rankings. Or no, they're ranked number 4 in the Max Preps rankings. And Ambrose is number 5. So there's a possibility that one of those two teams doesn't get in. Now, if both of them do make it in and they still stay at 4 and 5 in those power rankings, that's really tough for Melba and Ambrose because they're more than likely going to have to play each other in the first round of the playoffs. So it's kind of tough, and that's happened in the girls' state tournament as well. So it's not perfect. It's the first year that they've used the Max Preps rankings for seeding, but I think overall it's just a little bit better as far as not having your potential state title teams on the same side of the bracket and stuff like that as happened in the past. So we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out, but there's a potential for a number 2 team in the rankings to not even make it in, or even Ambrose, who is up there as well, number 5, number 4, number 5 team, to maybe not even make it in the state due to, the play-in game that they've got to do, that one of those guys. And Melba and Ambrose have both played each other hard this year, and they've both lost to each other. So I'm really curious to see how that game ends up and who is that direct seed to state and who has to go through the play-in game. Anyway, that's enough rambling on about that. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more of the Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professionals?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Tim Parrish with the Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off as Lumberjacks getting set to host the Grangeville Bulldogs. And we want to welcome in the listeners on Big Country 92.7 KORT up in Grangeville, tuning into the game tonight. As it sounds like they've got a busy night going on up there, as I think they're broadcasting another game that's going to start directly after this one that features Prairie. And I have to imagine that must be where Jim Church is tonight. That's why he couldn't make it down here to St. Mary's. So wishing the Prairie good luck in their game up there this evening. So just so listeners up there in Grangeville know that directly following the finishing of this game here, they will be switching you guys over to that Prairie game so that you guys will get that one as well. So a lot of basketball action for you guys up there in Grangeville today. 13 minutes until the opening tip. We've got team captains down meeting with the officials for the game tonight. Looks like all 5 Lumberjack seniors are down there. And the Grangeville players have their warm-ups on, so I'm not 100% sure who they are that they've got down there as their team captains tonight. Well, the Lumberjacks finished off their season on a 4-game win streak, beating a tough Sandpoint Bulldogs team 62-57 last Friday. Last week's wins did move the Lumberjacks up to the 3rd spot in Max Prep's power rankings, and that changes that first-round game at state. If the Lumberjacks can beat a tough and gritty Grangeville team here tonight, that would put whichever team out of the Central Idaho League makes it to state, whether it be Grangeville, whether it be St. Mary's, that would put more than likely the first game being in the second half of the day. So either that 3rd or 4th game, depending on how those Max Preps rankings shake out. But I'm pretty certain that that's the way it's going to end up being. Or actually, it may not be that way if Grangeville was to win. Grangeville has a lower ranking than St. Mary's. So that would change for the Grangeville Bulldogs if they made it to the state tournament. So that one would be having to keep an eye on that one for you guys up in Grangeville. In case the Bulldogs do get the 2 wins they need to advance to the state tournament. In any case, let's see here. Where did I lose track of where I was at? Yeah, like I said, if St. Mary's wins tonight, this game, the championship is over. St. Mary's on to the state tournament. If the Bulldogs win, then they would play again, I'm pretty sure, here in St. Mary's on Saturday. So that is how that'll play out. In the last 4 games for St. Mary's, they have outscored their opponents by about 15 points per game. They've shot 49% from the field. A couple of places St. Mary's has struggled, though, in the last several games is one of them's three-point shooting. So St. Mary's average round on the season is about 25-26%. They were actually up from about 30% early in the year. But in the last 4 games, they shot just 12% from three-point range. So not a good number for the Lumberjacks, who they've got quite a few guys that can shoot from outside. Free throw line, not as bad, but 59%, you want to see that number 65-70%. So the free throw line and outside shooting for the Lumberjacks in the last couple of games has been kind of tough. But they've been able to work inside very well with some great ball movement. The last several games, I was really impressed to see how about 90% of St. Mary's points were coming from in the paint, pretty much right under the basket. So it was they were just dominating underneath, even though they weren't getting those outside looks. And it didn't it opened up stuff for outside, but they were still able to make the most of being inside. I'm sure that Coach Chase would like to see the outside shooting get back on track, though, as you've got to have, especially going, into districts and beyond, you've got to have that dual threat somewhat to be able to shoot from outside and at least keep defenses honest to where they've got to at least respect your outside shooting. So St. Mary's is going to want to see their guys get back on track shooting from outside here tonight as they hope to advance to their 8th straight state tournaments. With that being said, we'll take another quick break. We'll be back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off in 2 minutes.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that, too, with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, Call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
Hey, we're back with the Paulat's #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off. I'm Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. You're listening to Lumberjack Basketball on 1240 KOFE St. Mary's. Also, if you're up in the Grangeville area, you might be tuned in to Big Country 92.7 KORT, and we want to welcome those listeners in as well. Like I mentioned, it sounds like the Grangeville station up there has a lot of basketball action planned for you guys tonight with this game and then another district tournament game with Prairie. So right after this game is over, they're going to switch right over to that Prairie game for all of you Prairie fans up there as well. We've got about just under 7 minutes to go in our pregame, so we're still talking Lumberjacks and Bulldogs, really. This is a little segment that's kind of about both teams. Lumberjacks and Grangeville, they're kind of like Jekyll and Hyde in a couple of sports here. As the Bulldogs, they pretty much dominate St. Mary's on the gridiron football field, but it kind of flips when you get to the hardwood. St. Mary's, ever since Coach Chase has been at the helm anyways, the Lumberjacks hold a 26-4 record over the Bulldogs. The Lumberjacks have 10 straight wins versus Grangeville. The Bulldogs' last win being in the 18-19 season. That was the year that the Bulldogs won the league championship, but St. Mary's was able to knock them out in the district championship, and St. Mary's earned their way to state. Now, I didn't do that much research to dig into to see when the last time Grangeville boys have been to state, and I really should have, but I don't think they've actually ever been to state in the same year. I think Grangeville has played in a couple of play-in games and not made it down there. I would really like to see that happen, but I'm actually really curious to see what happens next year as far as the league and everything is considering we're supposed to be getting some two new teams from up here in District 1 into that 2A realm. So we're going to have, I believe, Kellogg and Priest River join the 2A ranks. So I'm going to be curious to see if they still keep it as a combined league with District 1 and District 2. And if they do that, that's going to make the competition even tighter, even harder. But it also should add some extra seeds for our district up here as well. So we'll just going to have to wait until next year to see how all that plays out. In the matchups, the Lumberjacks have averaged 47 points per game, while the Bulldogs have only averaged 30 points per game, and that really surprised me because these two teams have played a lot of close matchups. So it kind of surprised me that there's that big of a discrepancy in the points per game between those two teams in their matchups against each other. Tonight, though, the Bulldogs, they would love to come in here and put a kink in the Lumberjacks' plan, and they'd like to make St. Mary's have to play them twice in order to win. And, of course, Grangeville would like to not let St. Mary's win at all. And I expect some very good basketball here tonight. Taking a look at, we're going to skip over this tonight because I don't have the same information for Grangeville. So we'll skip over that, but take a look at the Grangeville Bulldogs. Their head coach is Cooper Wright. And this year, like I said, they haven't had the season that they would like to have had as far as their record's concerned. But they've played hard all year long. But they are only averaging 34 points per game on offense while allowing 51 points per game to their opponents. The Bulldogs' biggest downside this year seemed like was their depth. They only had about 8 players on their regular season roster. Of course, this is district tournament time, so they pulled up some players from their JV rosters. And they have, I think, 4 different names on their roster for districts: Cooper Poxleitner, Kaysen Sickles, Jack Bransford, and Carl Spencer. So they added a little bit more depth with adding a few more guys to help them out in districts. So I expect that to probably be a little bit of a help to them. For the Lumberjacks tonight, they're going to want to get out and start fast for themselves and not let Grangeville get going. But I'm sure that's what Grangeville wants to do on the opposite side. Grangeville wants to start fast and they want to make St. Mary's really work for it. So we'll just have to see which team that happens for. The last couple of games St. Mary's has played, it's been fairly even in the first half or first part of the game. So we'll have to see what happens. One thing I can always say, though, is when it comes to Grangeville and St. Mary's, or Fino and Grangeville, or Fino and St. Mary's, any of these teams in this league, you can throw all records, league records, overall records, all of that stuff right out the window when it comes to these teams competing against each other. One team could be having the worst season ever, and it's still going to be a battle no matter what when they're playing their league games. And I totally expect that here tonight. Now, last year, St. Mary's and Grangeville played each other very close through their first 2 games of the year in regular season, and then Grangeville came to St. Mary's, and St. Mary's lit it up. I mean, they went on a tear and defeated Grangeville 63-30, and that can happen as well. It can happen either way. It just depends on what team comes out wanting it more this evening. Grangeville has a couple of very solid players on their team. I know in the last game, Miles LaFay went off for 20 points against St. Mary's. In the game before that, when they played before, it was Sam Lindsley who put up 19 points. So at any given time, these guys can score points, and they've got the guys to do it. So it's just going to see who puts the game plan together tonight and who plays a solid game of basketball. We've got about a minute and a half until the opening ceremonies. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back with the national anthem.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull infused or Lotus energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekends. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's. Looking for something different and fast for lunch? Been a long day and don't feel like cooking dinner? Pick up a hot and fresh meal from Hot Meats on the Streets, located at 29 Homer Drive in St. Mary's, next to Harvest Foods. Hot Meats on the Streets specializes in hot sandwiches. Try delicious French dip or Hot Meats Reuben. If spicy is what you desire, you can test your taste buds with a Fill the Reaper sandwich with sliced beef and Fire hot sauce. Hot Meats on the Streets, open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday at 29 Homer Drive, St. Mary's.
That was the national anthem performed by the St. Mary's High School Pep Band and also the St. Mary's American Legion Post here presenting colors as well. Now we'll get set for some starting lineups and some basketball action from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Trying to see as they get the colors retired. Now we're ready to get the starting lineups, starting with the Grangeville Bulldogs. Bulldogs in their dark blue with white numerals. St. Mary's will be in white with green. And the first starter for the Bulldogs will be senior 6'1" guard, number 1, Miles LaFay. And number 2, the 6'4" senior post, number 2, Jared Lindsley. It'll be 6' senior guard, number 3, Caleb Fry. Number 10, 5'11" guard, or sophomore guard, Cody Clement. And 6'3" sophomore guard, Sam Lindsley, number 11. Bulldogs are coached by Cooper Wright. He's assisted by Dylan Canaday. Now the starting lineup for your St. Mary's Lumberjacks. And it looks like we're going to have the 6'7" senior forward, number 0, Tristan Gentry Nelson. It'll be 6' junior guard, number 1, Grayson Sands. It'll be 6'3" senior guard, number 3, Coleman Ross. And it'll be number 15, 6'4" senior guard, Sean Elliott. And, of course, the man in the middle for the Lumberjacks, it is 6'4" senior post, number 44, affectionately known as Logo Larry. It is Colby Renner. Lumberjacks are coached by Brian Chase. He's assisted by Donnie Everlin, A.J. Bechtel, and Matt Smith. Lumberjacks will be going left to right as I sit up here in the Lumberjack Gymnasium up in the weight room. Bulldogs will be going right to left. Where I'm sitting now, it's actually, they're going to be coming straight at me. At midcourt, it'll be Tristan Gentry Nelson going up against Jared Lindsley for the opening tip. District tournament action just about underway here from St. Mary's. Lumberjacks and Bulldogs. Tip is up. It's going to be controlled by Grangeville into the hands of Caleb Fry. He works on the right wing. Looks to the free throw line. Kicks it to the left side. 3-point shot on the way. It is no good. Rebound goes to Grayson Sands. Lumberjacks the other way. Kicks to the top to Sands. Now to the left wing to Elliott. Back to Sands. Sands now straight away up top. He's going to hand it off to Ross. Ross will set up the offense. Looks like a zone defense from the Bulldogs. Grayson Sands now left side looking for the alley-oop, and they can't quite get it up there. That's going to be, I'm going to call it a missed shot by Gentry Nelson, and the rebound of the Bulldogs. Caleb Fry controls for Grangeville between the circles. Swings over to the left wing to LaFay. Now back to Fry, looking into the low post now. It's Lindsley. Lindsley has the ball stripped away, and coming away with it is Sean Elliott. And I'm going to call it a turnover and a steal by Elliott. St. Mary's back the other way. Grangeville was still in there trying to get the tie-up, and they couldn't quite get a good enough possession to get possession to call the held ball. St. Mary's able to finish off the steal. Going to get a three-point shot from Grayson Sands. Right wing, it's up and good. Lumberjacks strike first, and the assist comes from Coleman Ross. And it's 3-0 Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks into a press. They've got 4 guys in the backcourt trying to create a little bit of havoc in a turnover. They've done some pretty good job at that this season. The ball is in Miles LaFay down the right side. He gets it down inside to Clement. Clement reverses it out to the left side. Now to the wing, up to the top to LaFay. LaFay working against Sands. Swings it over to Lindsley. Lindsley right side. He's going to trigger the long three. It's in and out. Rebound is going to be pulled down by I'm going to say the rebound was by Renner as he pulled it in first, and the Bulldogs tie it up. It was getting kind of aggressive down there. Caleb Fry, I think it was, and Colby Renner. The ref finally blew the whistle for the held ball. St. Mary's will keep the possession, though. Grayson Sands with the ball up top. Early first period, 3-0 Jacks lead. Into the paint to Nelson. He's trying to find some room. He's going to put the shot up and good. As he danced around in the paint, got some room to clear himself out, and he puts the shot up. Lumberjacks up 5-0 here, early going. Bulldogs with the ball at midcourt. Across the timeline is Fry. They're going to dish it off. Short corner. Nice little look to Cody Clement, who is wide open, and Clement puts it up and good for the Bulldogs. 5-2, three-point shot from Sands, right side. That one won't fall. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. And a foul on St. Mary's. Colby Renner going to get called for his first. St. Mary's going to make a substitution. They're going to take Tristan Gentry Nelson out for a minute, get Tyler Renner in there. Coach Chase says must have seen something he wanted to get him coached up on a little bit. Bulldogs bring it down the floor. Left side, or right side, now to the left side. Over to LaFay. LaFay drives, going against Sands. Sands looked like a man defense. We're going to get a steal by St. Mary's. I think it was Coleman Ross. Sands ends up with the ball, and a foul against the Bulldogs. That foul goes against Jared Lindsley, his first. 5-2, Lumberjacks lead, 5:15 to go first period. Coleman Ross takes the ball across, working on the left side of the floor, down to the low high post. Going to try to skip past it into Renner, and it's not going to get there. It's going to be a turnover on Ross and a steal by the Bulldogs. Caleb Fry with the ball now up top for Grangeville, setting up the offense. St. Mary's looks to be in a man. They've played a lot of man defense this year, and it's worked to their favor. Bulldogs still working the ball around the perimeter. Lindsley right side, now down to the corner to LaFay. LaFay has the ball knocked loose by Sands. St. Mary's with it, takes it back up the floor. Another turnover on the Bulldogs. Down to the corner to Grayson. Grayson Sands, little head fake, drives, no-look dump underneath to Colby Renner, and Colby Renner puts it up and good with the assist from Sands. 7-2, 5-point game, Lumberjacks lead. Going to get a try for a steal from behind, and Coach Chase probably telling Tyler Renner right there that was an ill-advised foul on his part as he was reaching from behind there, making a little bit too much contact. We're going to get a sub for the Lumberjacks as it's going to be Colby Renner coming out, Tristan Gentry Nelson checking back in. Bulldogs, I think, have yet to make a sub. Going to have it to Fry. He's going to try to take it himself. Drives down the left side. Shot won't go. Going up for the rebound is Coleman Ross. St. Mary's back on offense. Grayson Sands, little stutter at the three-point line. Drives to the low post. Puts the shot up. It won't go. He thought maybe he was fouled. No call, but he gets his own rebound. So St. Mary's resets. They're going to try to feed it in. It's poked out. And that's going to come off of... That was a good luck on St. Mary's as the ball was loose. Both teams going for it, and it was Caleb Fry trying to save it, and it comes off his knee out of bounds. Checking in for the Lumberjacks as they're keeping their bodies fresh. They've got Connor Wolf checking in for Sean Elliott. Connor Wolf, the senior. Sands to Wolf. Wolf up top. Back over to Sands on the right side. Lumberjack offense moving around, trying to get an open look. Back over to Sands, working that right side of the floor right now. Back up to the top to Ross. Now they swing it to the left. Now they're doing the same on that side. Wolf looks to the high post to Gentry. Gentry no look to Sands. Sands shot won't fall. It rolls off the rim. He gets the rebound, though, and he's going to put it back up and good. Actually, I don't really know if he got that rebound as it was tipped back and he got it. Lumberjacks lead is 7, biggest lead of the game, and we're going to get a shot that was put up and missed, but an offensive rebound, and I think it was Cody Clement again, and Clement is able to put it up. Oh, and I missed that one for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks have 12, though. Going to get a steal by Ross. I don't know who shot that three. I'm going to say it was Sands. I'm not 100% sure. 2:51 to go. Coming back out in the first period. Coming back out is Tyler Renner. And his brother Colby checks back in. Shot up by the Lumberjacks on the inbound. It's no good. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. 12-4 Lumberjacks lead. Lumberjacks lead is 8. Biggest lead of the game for St. Mary's. Bulldogs work it down into the paint. Shot is up and good. Caleb Fry, and it was a contested shot by Nelson. Nelson was right there on him. Ross has the ball up top for St. Mary's. 12-6. Lumberjacks have a 6-point lead. Ross to Wolf. Wolf back to Ross. Now over to Sands. Sands looking, trying to maybe get into Wolf. He gets covered. Back to the top now. Bulldogs running a zone defense still. Back over to Sands. Sands down to the corner to Gentry. Gentry working right side. Cross-court pass. Three-pointer on the way by Wolf. That one is no good. I'm going to have to change that because I think Wolf might have made that. There's a couple of offensive rebounds by the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's with the ball still. Over to Nelson. Nelson drives. Going to put the shot off the glass. A little short. Gets his own rebound. Is going to be fouled on the putback attempt, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Free throw shooting for Nelson. He's been 63% from the charity stripe on the season. And that one's going to rattle home. Lumberjacks again making some substitutions. Coleman Ross gets a breather. Colby Renner gets a breather. Tristan Hill into the game for the Lumberjacks. Sean Elliott into the game. Shot is up. That one is good as well. Gentry makes both free throws. 14-6, Lumberjacks lead. 1:30 to go, first period. Bulldogs to the right wing. Still on the right side, now to the corner. Ball loose. Turnover on the Bulldogs. That wasn't really a steal. It was a pass down to Lindsley, and he lost the handle. Sands was there to grab it. Going to get a shot by Nelson. It's no good, but he got his own rebound. The putback was no good, but he got his own rebound again. And then he gets the shot up and good. And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. 16-6, Lumberjacks lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
There are two ways that Home Handyman can save money. First, you can build it, fix it, or remodel it yourself. Second, get your supplies at 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber is the place with 50 carloads of building supplies to choose from. Plywood, paneling, molding, fixtures, roofing, block and brick, hardware, power tools and paint, and a whole lot more. If you have a project in mind, see 10th Street Lumber. You don't even have to buy anything. But when you see their savings, you will. That's 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's.
And we are back. There was a 30-second timeout, I believe, taken by the Bulldogs as St. Mary's leads by 10. Biggest lead of the game, 16-6. Bulldogs will inbound. No pressure this time from St. Mary's. In the ball in the hands of Fry. Fry trying to get around Wolf. Flips it over to LaFay down to the corner left side. Back to the elbow. Shot on the way. It's no good. Offensive rebound to the Bulldogs, though. And the putback is going to be good by LaFay. His first bucket of the contest. 16-8, Lumberjacks lead by 8. 40 seconds to go, first period. St. Mary's with the ball. Working it around the perimeter. Probably going to play for that last shot. Bulldogs they're in their zone defense, but they're swinging around to the ball and making sure the Lumberjacks are keeping it moving. They feed underneath to Hill. Back out to Elliott. Elliott's three looked good, but it's not. It just kind of rolls across the rim, and there's going to be a foul on Tristan Gentry on the rebound attempt. The rebound went to the Bulldogs, and Gentry gets his first foul. Third team foul for Lumberjacks. Jared Badgett going to check in a moment for St. Mary's. 17 seconds, unless, of course, we end the first period. Then he'll check in at the second. I still don't think I've seen a sub by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have the ball. LaFay looking to kick it to a cutter. That's Fry. Fry, count the bucket and the foul, as he is pumped up after that one. Draws some contact and will get the bonus shot. That foul will go against Tristan Hill. Grayson Sands is getting, I think, his first time off the floor tonight. Jared Badgett on for him. As Caleb Fry goes to the free throw line. First time for the Bulldogs to the charity stripe tonight. Free throw is going to fall through. Almost didn't look like it was going to. Going to get a three-point shot almost at the buzzer from Gentry. Kind of forced up and didn't go. That'll be that first period comes to an end, 16-11. St. Mary's leads. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Want to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. As winter drags on, you still need to stay warm and keep your animals fed. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's has all of those needs and more covered. You can stop by Triple X Feeds and pick up wood pellets for your pellet stove and pet food for your indoor or outdoor critters. Also, as spring grows closer, that means 4-H season. If you have a 4-H member in your household that raises turkeys or chickens, talk to Triple X Feeds about getting your 4-H project. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's.
And we are back and trying to get my subs made here for St. Mary's as they have, at the timeout, of course, made some switches. I don't have enough guys on there yet. Trying to see who it is that I'm missing. Bulldogs with the ball. Trailing by 5. Bulldogs actually shot 55% first period. St. Mary's 37. And I think we get just a well-defended play down here underneath, just below me. I couldn't quite see it, but I think it was out of bounds on St. Mary's. Bulldogs will inbound after they get the three-pointer off. It's long. Jared Badgett chases down the rebound for St. Mary's. Bulldogs back on defense. Going to get Badgett left side. Back to the top to Ross. As Ross sets up the Lumberjack offense. Over to Wolf. Wolf, right wing. Now back to Ross straight away. Back over to Badgett, working it around the perimeter. Now to Wolf. Wolf inside to Nelson. Nelson drive. Shot is up and good off the glass. Nice move by Tristan Gentry Nelson. Lumberjacks being very patient with the ball. Again, Lumberjacks putting some pressure in the backcourt. Not a whole lot this time, just kind of keeping the Bulldogs honest back there. Ross tried to go for the steal. Didn't quite get it there against Caleb Fry. It's going to go out of bounds off of Ross. 7 minutes to go, first half. Lumberjacks lead at 18-11. St. Mary's led by 10 at one point. Bulldogs have cut it to 5, and they've been keeping St. Mary's right in touch. Bulldogs with a shot. Lindley from just inside three-point range. No good. Ball's going to touch the top of that rope above the backboard. So it's going to be a rebound basically to St. Mary's. Connor Wolf checks out. Coming in for the Lumberjacks, Grayson Sands checks back in. Coleman Ross controls for the Lumberjacks. Swings it to Badgett. Badgett with a fake pass inside. Goes back over to Ross. Now to Sands. Sands into Gentry. Gentry, a backdoor pass to Brenner, and that was beautiful as he gets it to him. And Brenner puts it up and good as Gentry was underneath the bucket, faked the shot, and kind of no-looked it back to Renner, who was standing just behind him in the lane. 20-11. St. Mary's lead back to 9. Bulldogs working right side of the floor. Still on the right side to Fry. Fry's going to test the drive. Can't get anywhere with it. Backs the ball back out. Again, still on the right side. Now into the paint to Clement. Clement, he's going to look for Caleb Fry, and they're going to call a travel, I believe it is, on the Bulldogs. And again, Sam Lindsley is into the game for the Bulldogs. I think it might be the first time I've seen him in. Lumberjacks to the free throw line. Nelson over to Badgett. Badgett, shot from the low post, won't go, but he is fouled, and that'll send Jared Badgett to the free throw line for the Lumberjacks. Jared Badgett, free throw shooting. I haven't seen him there a lot this year, 50% though. That foul goes against Cody Clement. That's the third team foul. I'm missing one on somebody. That first free throw is up and good by Badgett. Second free throw, nothing but net for the Lumberjacks. 22-11. Lumberjacks have stretched it to an 11-point lead. Lumberjacks putting pressure again in the backcourt this time, trying to get that 10-second violation. Coach Wright, though, going to call a timeout before it happens. It's a full timeout, 5:47 to go. 22-11, Lumberjacks lead first half. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket. 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Duke Ross Trucking in St. Mary's is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lumberjack Sports Action. Duke Ross Trucking wants to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season, and remember to play hard, leave it all on the court, and most of all, show great sportsmanship in victory and in defeat. No matter the outcome, we're proud of you. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
And we're back after the Bulldog timeout. The Bulldogs with the ball. They'll inbound from side court on the right side of the floor. Looks like no subs made for St. Mary's. Again, the press by St. Mary's and a bad pass is almost going to be a turnover on Grangeville, but a heads-up play by Sam Lindsley is him and Grayson Sands were trying to chase that ball down on the left side of the baseline, and Lindsley was able to save it off of Sands back out of bounds, so it stayed with the Bulldogs. Bulldogs inbound it, get it across the timeline, down the right side of the floor. They get it to Lindsley. Lindsley down to the corner. Three-point shot on the way by Jared Lindsley. That shot's no good. Grayson Sands with the rebound for St. Mary's. Going to find Colby Renner in transition, and Renner puts it up and good on the layup. 24-11, Jacks lead. Bulldogs with the ball. Going to the floor is LaFay. Ball is loose. Turnover Grangeville. St. Mary still ended up with the ball. Shot was up and no good by... Jared Badgett. He thought maybe he got fouled. I think there was a rebound to Gentry. Gentry trying to get the ball out. I'm going to call it a turnover. Grangeville ended up with the ball. Then we end up with a foul. There's just so much that happened right there. Couldn't keep track of it all. A couple of substitutions coming in for the Lumberjacks as Gentry goes out. Badgett goes out. I think Trace Wicks came in. Sean Elliott came in for St. Mary's. And there was a foul against Coleman Ross for the Lumberjacks. His first foul. Bulldogs with the ball up top. Tyler Renner also in. As I got to see who he came in for. Not seeing who that is yet. Coleman Ross is still on the floor. I don't think Trace Wicks went in, actually. I need to fix that. Bulldogs with the ball up top. Bulldogs to the free throw line. Trying to fadeaway jumper, air balls that one, though, and it's going to be Colby Renner there for the rebound. Ross to Sands. Sands, right corner. Back up to Ross. Ross between the circles. Now over to Elliott. Back up to Ross as they work it around the perimeter at the moment. 4 minutes go in the first half. St. Mary's 24, Bulldogs 11. Now they look to the inside. Going to get the pass down inside to Tyler Renner from Ross, and he's able to put it up and good from the low post. As Renner was kind of all by himself over there. A little bit of an overthrow on that pass. Almost a turnover, then it is a turnover on the Bulldogs, as intercepting that is Tyler Renner. Tyler Renner finds Grayson Sands, and Sands lays it up and good. 28-11. St. Mary's lead is 17 now. Biggest lead of the contest. Bulldogs working across the timeline. They get it to Lindsley. Back out to Fry as Fry sets up the offense. Up to the free throw line. Going to get a steal. I almost thought there might have been a foul there against Ross. A little bit too much contact made. But they didn't call the whistle. It was a turnover on Bulldogs, but then St. Mary's turns it over themselves. Grayson Sands comes out and gets a breather now. Trace Wicks checks in for him. And Tristan Gentry now going to come back in a moment. The Bulldogs have the ball up top. Getting the screen straight away is LaFay. He's working against Wicks. Almost loses the ball, able to recover. He gets it out to Jared Lindsley. Lindsley working up at the top of the key. He finds Fry. Working in that same spot, basically just hands it off to him. He works the left side now. Guarded by Renner. And we're going to get a charge call against the Bulldogs. Trace Wicks is going to take that charge, as it was Caleb Fry, I do believe, getting that foul called against him as he worked underneath on the baseline. Tristan Gentry checks in for the Lumberjacks. Colby Renner goes back out. And that is Caleb Fry's first foul for the Bulldogs, just the third team foul for Grangeville. St. Mary's has 5 team fouls. Bulldogs on defense, still running that zone. Over to Wicks on the right, now back to Ross on the left. They're playing catch kind of back and forth between the sidelines. Looking maybe to get it inside, but no open look yet. Tristan Gentry kind of coaching up the guys from on the floor. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Chase. I think he's taking a full timeout. 2:28 to go, first half. St. Mary's leads 28-11. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Heidi Lounsbury of St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering Company invites you to come in for a nice breakfast or lunch. St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering is open 7 days a week, 4 a.m. to 3 p.m. weekdays, and 3 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the weekends. For breakfast, try the Slumgolian or more traditional biscuits and gravy. If it's lunch you desire, Heidi's has plenty of sandwiches to choose from, or Bud's Big Burger on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's Heidi's St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering, located 117 Main Avenue in St. Mary's.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon because they are a team. They work for you. Been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 02 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary.
When it comes to a...
And we're back, and I noticed this, but not a great quarter for Grangeville, as they have been outscored 12-9 in the second period. 28-11, Lumberjacks lead. St. Mary's with the ball, short corner from Cole. It's no good, but a rebound goes to... Their shot won't go, and the rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs bring it the other way. It's Caleb Fry, guarded by Elliott. They get it out to Lindsley. Now back into the hands of LaFay, working up top. Bulldogs take it to the left side. And we're going to have a turnover on the Bulldogs, trying to feed it underneath. Got the St. Mary's High School. He left last year. Mr. John Cordell is in the house. Also, one of our military members, a graduate from St. Mary's, Shelby Holder, is home. So hopefully I get a chance to see her after the game is over. Trace Wicks with the ball, down left side, getting it to Elliott, now back up to Wicks. Wicks in Nelson. Nelson tries to feed it to Renner, and it's going to be poked away in a turnover, a steal by the Bulldogs as they were ready for that one coming inside. Good defense by Grangeville. LaFay to Fry. Fry working up top. He's going to trigger the three. And that one's nothing but net. The Bulldogs' first points of the third quarter, or the second quarter, come from three-point range by Caleb Fry. 28-14, Lumberjacks are doubled up on the Bulldogs. Ross floats one into Nelson, and it's going to be taken away again. A turnover on Lumberjacks and a steal by the Bulldogs. They're not necessarily biting on those high-floating shots or passes in there anymore. Shot and drive into the paint, no good by the Bulldogs. Rebound to Nelson. They're going to get into Nelson. Nelson goes up. Shot is blocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. It'll stay with St. Mary's. Thought he was fouled, did not get that call. Shot up and no good by Renner on the inbound pass. The rebound of the Bulldogs and a foul against St. Mary's. So St. Mary's getting a little bit sloppy here late in the first half. That foul, it looks like it's the first one against Tristan. I already had one against him, but they have it only as his first one up on the board. Bulldogs with the ball. Lindsley working against Renner. Lumberjacks in their man defense. Fry over to Sam Lindsley. Sam Lindsley still working straight away. Looks into the paint. Backs it back to the top. Jared Lindsley for three. Misses on that one. Ball goes out of bounds. Rebound goes to the Lumberjacks. Lindsley didn't quite have the range on that one. St. Mary's back the way, going to get a long three on the way by Sean Elliott. That was a deep three. He had more time to actually get a little bit closer, but he went ahead and took that one from deep. It was no good. The Bulldogs were able to grab the rebound and heave the half-court shot at the buzzer. It won't fall through, and that's how the first half comes to an end. St. Mary's leads 28-14. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
A P1 FCU personal signature loan. We're all about understanding what makes you, well, you. We can help you finance your education, that big move, or even your next big adventure. You have your reason, we have your loan. Get started today at p1fcu.org/u. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. All loans are subject to P1 FCU membership, credit approval, and other underwriting criteria.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home, shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With Stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fun and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The booster for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to call with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
Some people select their grocery items with an eye on every cent they spend. Some people don't. But if you don't happen to be a millionaire, you'll appreciate Archie's IGA. At Archie's IGA, prices are always lower. You might even say significantly lower. Archie's quality and selection is consistently better, and put them together, and you get greater satisfaction in meats, produce, baked goods, and all the rest. Find out for yourself the difference shopping at Archie's IGA makes. Do it today. That's Archie's IGA, your hometown proud grocer.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau Insurance in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjacks because they're her hometown team. When it's insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete insurance products including auto, home, commercial, and customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
And we are back once again. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium, welcoming in the listeners from Grangeville, listening on the KORT 92.7 Big Country up in Grangeville. And just a quick reminder for those of you listening up there that directly following this game, they will be switching it right over to the Prairie game that's going to be already in progress, as I think that's probably another district tournament game as well going on up in your guys' neck of the woods. So just so you know, Prairie fans, that there's going to be some more basketball action following this Grangeville-St. Mary's game up on KORT 92.7 in Grangeville. So it is halftime. Lumberjacks lead the Bulldogs 28-14. St. Mary's has led by as much as 17. Grangeville has battled back and kept themselves fairly close. That second period did not help Grangeville a lot, though. First period, it was 16-11 in favor of St. Mary's. Second period, though, St. Mary's outscored Grangeville 12-3, and that's how we get to our 28-14 score. Grangeville started out with a pretty good shooting percentage. They were 55% after the first period. After the first half, though, just 35%, 6 of 17 shooting. The Lumberjacks, 11 of 26 for 42%. Three-point shooting, neither team getting hot from outside. It's 1 of 6 for the Bulldogs for 16%. St. Mary's 2 of 7 for 28%. Free throws, Grangeville 1 for 1, St. Mary's 4 for 4. Those numbers fairly easy to figure out the percentage. Rebounds, 9 rebounds for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's with 16 total rebounds. 6 assists for St. Mary's, 2 assists for Grangeville. The Lumberjacks have 6 steals, the Bulldogs with 3. 10 turnovers for Grangeville, 5 turnovers for St. Mary's. Personal fouls, we had 5 for St. Mary's. 3, actually we ended up with 6 for St. Mary's. 3 for the Bulldogs. Points off the bench, 7 for St. Mary's. No points off the bench for the Bulldogs. They only had 3 players score in the first half. Second chance points, the Bulldogs with 4, St. Mary's with 12, making a little bit better opportunity of the offensive rebounds. And St. Mary's has a few more offensive boards, 7 offensive rebounds, the Bulldogs 2. Points off turnovers, the Bulldogs with 3, St. Mary's with 9. Individually, for Grangeville, Caleb Fry, I had him as leading the team in scoring first half with 6 points. Miles LaFay and Cody Clement each with 4. And that's going to be the one thing that the Bulldogs probably have to work on in that second half is getting some of these other guys involved in that scoring. They've had some shots taken. They just haven't fallen. But they got to get some more guys going on the scoring side of things for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's has 6 guys on the board. Tristan Gentry leading the team with 8 points. He has 4 rebounds and 1 assist. Grayson Sands has 7 points with 2 assists and 4 rebounds and a steal. Colby Renner with 6 points and 2 rebounds. Connor Wolf with 3 points. Tyler Renner with 2. Jared Badgett with 2. St. Mary's pretty well solid with what they did in the first half. They need to just kind of continue with what they were doing. Need to settle it back down. They were getting a couple of fouls, and Coach Chase was kind of getting on them a little bit there towards the end of that second period. But they're in a pretty good spot right now. Bulldogs, they've got to find some offense for themselves. Like I said, they started out 55% shooting from the field, and then they went down to that 32% or 35% at halftime. So they need to find some open looks, but the Lumberjack man defense isn't giving them a whole lot of open chances. 28-14, Lumberjacks lead. We'll be back with the second half in 2 minutes.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimneys, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has the American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most. Help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
It's time to reimagine the off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Their 2- or 4-seat models, the Wolverine R-Max 1000 lineup features a 999cc parallel twin-engine, aggressive tires, and an automotive-style cabin. Select models include adjustable suspension, optimized power delivery, and an integrated Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system, and much more. Find your Wolverine R-Max 1000 at St. Mary's Son Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with a Yamaha.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly shop.
And we are back. Second half just getting underway. Time to see what adjustments each team made coming into the second half of this one. Lumberjacks will start with possession. Same 5 starters for each team on the floor. I'll try to recap them if I can get a chance to. Lumberjacks with the ball. Sands left side. The team switch directions now. St. Mary's going right to left on the radio dial. That ball is going to be deflected out of bounds by Cody Clement as the Lumberjacks trying to get it over to Ross on the right side of the floor. Sands gets it into the backcourt to Gentry. Now to Ross. Ross right wing. Back over to Gentry up top. Gentry gets it over to Sands. Sands is going to trigger the long 3. That one is short. Rebound, though, goes to Coleman Ross. Lumberjacks will reset. They're trying to get it fed inside. Turnover St. Mary's. So the Bulldogs have what they kind of want, a quick turnover by Lumberjacks. St. Mary's did get a 3-point shot on an offensive board, but they turned the ball over. Up to the elbow is Fry. Cutter down the lane. Shot is blocked by Sands, though. St. Mary's on the rebound. Going to get it to Nelson. Nelson drives from the left side, or from the right side. Nelson lowers the shoulder. He's going to get called for it. Or actually, I think it was a turnover. They're going to say he lost it out of bounds off of the contact. So a turnover, not a foul. Lumberjacks with a lot of backcourt pressure going to get a steal by Sands. Sands dishes to Gentry, and Gentry puts it up and good. Lumberjacks got that pressure in the backcourt going. Bulldogs get it across. Caleb Fry right side. Going to get a little bit of a blocking foul against Grayson Sands. That is his first foul of the game. And Grayson Sands will get taken out for a moment. Connor Wolf goes in. Bulldogs with the ball. Having the corner. Left side. Now they feed it into the low post. Back out. Sam Lindsley. Lindsley to the free throw line. Kicks it to the top to Clement. Clement gets it to the right wing. Going to get a 3-point shot on the way by Clement. That shot is up and good by Cody Clement. Bulldogs, first bucket of the second from 3-point range. 30-17. Jack Ross tries to feed it to Nelson. Deflected there to get it. It was Renner. He tries to put the shot up. It's no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Renner and just shot. So, as if that would have went in, that would have been an interesting play how it happened. Bulldogs, they'll get the other way, and we're going to foul back from Connor Wolf as he's working on Cody Clement underneath. Just too much contact from underneath, or from behind him. Got a little hack job there. Bulldogs inbound baseline. Go to the right wing to Sam Lindsley. Lindsley to the top of the key to LaFay. LaFay drives, loses the ball, and it's going to be picked up by Gentry Nelson. Down to Ross. Ross is going to pull up quick jumper, and he has such a sweet touch when he gets to pull up like that on a uncontested shot. And now the shot is good by Ross. I think that might have been his first bucket of the day. Down to the corner, three-point shot, Cody Clement. That is good by Clement. Nice-looking shot by him. That's 2 3-pointers here in the second half by Cody Clement. Don't want to let the Bulldogs get going from outside. That's an easy way to claw back into a game when you're down by 12, 32-20. 12 isn't a big deficit if you're knocking down threes. Connor Wolf, right side, now to Elliott down in the corner. Back up to Wolf, swinging around to Ross. Ross drives, little shot, float up, don't go in. Ball is loose. Ross is able to get the rebound as he ends up with it in his hands. And we're going to get a whistle and I believe a foul against the Bulldogs on the shot. That'll send Ross to the free throw line. That foul looks like it's going against Miles LaFay. That is his first. So Coleman Ross heads to the charity stripe. 50% from the free throw line makes the first one. Subs coming in for the Lumberjacks. Renner and Elliott go out. Tyler Renner comes in. And Ross makes both free throws. 34-20, Lumberjacks lead by 14. 6-6 tie here in the third period, and we're going to travel down there called on Jared Lindsley. As he caught the ball along the sideline, must have just shuffled his feet. St. Mary's will bring the ball back down after the Bulldog turnover. Lumberjacks working it up top over to Wolf on the right side. St. Mary's works from inside out. Gentry going to try to drive. Can't get any room. Kicks it back up to Wolf. Wolf for the three. That is good. Connor Wolf with the three ball. Get the assist to Gentry Nelson. That's one kid that I wouldn't mind see getting going, as this was his first full year up on varsity, but I know Connor Wolf can shoot outside. If they can get him going, that's going to be a good thing for St. Mary's. That's, I believe, 2 threes for Wolf in this one. Bulldogs drive from the left side. Shot up, no good. Offensive rebound to the Bulldogs, though. They'll reset. Looking down inside to Fry. Fry spins, cashes it in. (37-22), Jacks lead. St. Mary's with the ball. Connor Wolf over to Ross. Ross trying to look into Nelson. He's going to get the ball stolen away. It's a turnover. He kind of tried to do a little pump fake and then feed it to Gentry, and the Bulldogs didn't fall for it. 3-point shot by Lindsley on the way. No good. Rebound, though, by Lindsley, and he gets the putback up from the short corner. It's up and good. Sam Lindsley with his first bucket of the contest. Bulldogs have cut it to 13. It's a 37-24 lead for St. Mary's. Grayson Sands with the ball up top. Goes over to Connor Wolf. Wolf working left side. Looks to Nelson. Nelson. No look to Renner. Renner's first shot won't go up, but he gets his rebound and puts it up and good. Some good, strong rebounding work by Tyler Renner. Tyler Renner, one of the juniors, one going to be a big role on this team next year. Bulldogs working it around the perimeter. Sam Lindsley over to LaFay. LaFay lets the three fly. It's no good. Ball is knocked loose. It's going to go out of bounds. They say last touched by Grangeville, so St. Mary's will keep possession or get possession. Tristan Gentry is going to come out. Colby Renner in, and a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And I'm not sure how long it is. We'll take a 30, though. So 2:48 to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today.
And we are back. Third quarter here. Lumberjacks lead 39-24 over the Bulldogs. And it's been an even third period. St. Mary's has outscored Grangeville 11-10. Lumberjacks with the ball. Coleman Ross brings it to the left side. Back to the top to Sands. Sands gets a screen from Renner. Up to the elbow, now to the corner. Three-point shot away by Wolf. That is long. And the rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Caleb Fry taking the cross for the Grangeville Bulldogs up top. Thought about starting to weave, but going to get Connor Wolf all over on defense, and Connor Wolf is going to get called for his second foul as he is playing aggressive defense down there trying to get a steal. 39-24, Jacks lead by 15. Bulldogs trying to get it in, and it was in for a moment, but it's going to be a turnover as Coleman Ross ends up with the ball. They're going to get the assist from Sands to Connor Wolf, and Connor Wolf lays it up and good. What a move as they put that bucket in transition. And a steal there by St. Mary's again. Up to Sands. Sands lays it up and good off the steal by the Lumberjacks. Just like that, St. Mary stretches it out 43-24. 19 points, I believe, is the lead. Now almost a turnover on the Bulldogs. Caleb Fry able to get it back. Ball is loose, goes out of bounds, though. Last touch by Grangeville, and another turnover on the Bulldogs. Coleman Ross going to get a breather for the Lumberjacks. Trace Wicks into the game. Grayson Sands up to Wolf. Wolf works his way to the right side of the floor. Goes back to Sands. Sands on the right wing as well. Now to the top of the key. Sands calling for his guys to move. Now he works his way left as they rotate through. Back to Sands. Sands kind of thought about the deep three, decided not to. Rotates back to the top of the key, looks over to Coach Chase, gets a signal, backs the ball up to the circle, midcourt circle. Now the Lumberjacks start a little bit of a weave up top. Now over to Sands, back on the left side. Looks like the Bulldogs might have, no, they're still in a zone, I believe. Back to Sands, and again, St. Mary's slowing it down. Kind of just playing for the last shot, maybe, of the third period. Sands works inside, now kicks the ball back to the top to Wolf. Now back over to Sands. Again, St. Mary's just kind of stalling it out here into the third period. They've got 35 seconds. Sands near the midcourt circle. He gets some pressure on him, though. Bulldogs not let him just stand unguarded. Making him move the ball. Over to Wicks. Back to Sands. 20 seconds. Once that clock gets down to about 10, then St. Mary's will start to run their offense to take their shot. Sands takes a look at the clock. 10 seconds on the clock. 8. Now Sands is going to drive. Puts the layup. It rolls off the rim. No good, though. Ball is going to be Sands with the rebound. And then Sands with the late heave from three-point range in the corner. It's no good either. And that's how the third period comes to an end. St. Mary's 43, the Bulldogs 24. District tournament action from Lumberjack Gymnasium in St. Mary's. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Margie Gannon wants to thank the St. Mary's community and Benoit County for the continued support of not only herself, but of the community. Whether it's supporting your local businesses, supporting your local charities, or families in need, people of St. Mary's and Benoit County are always there to help. Margie also wants to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck and wants to let you know that the entire St. Mary's community is proud of you and is cheering you on. Margie says, go Lumberjacks!
And we are back just as we're getting ready to start the final period here from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Lumberjacks 8 minutes away from their 8th straight trip to the state tournament. Bulldogs have to overcome a pretty big hole here. I think it's 19 points if I'm doing the math off my head. 43-24 is the difference. And I've got to get some subs made up because they've changed out the lineup for St. Mary's. Bulldogs going to turn the ball over, trying to feed it down to the low post. So we've got Gentry. Oh, it looks like Sean Elliott came up a little bit gimpy, so he's coming out. He's a little limp there at the end of that. Jared Badgett is in for St. Mary's. So Lumberjacks with the ball. Coleman Ross to Badgett. Looking underneath to trying to get it to Gentry, and I think they're going to get an offensive foul on Gentry. No, it's an offensive foul on Sands underneath. That is it shows as his third foul of the game. Bulldogs have the ball after the Lumberjack foul. Drive into the left side of the floor. Lindsley to Fry. Fry corner. Out of the to the elbow. Sam Lindsay with the shot. It won't go. Ball is loose. And it's going to be Coleman Ross wrestling the rebound away from Fry. Ross into Sands. Sands goes up strong, and he's going to be fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. I'm going to say they got him in the head on that one, and that foul goes against Jared Lindsley. That is his second. Sands from the free throw line on the season, 70% free throw shooter. And that's the first miss from the free throw line tonight. And those are the ones that really start to get you late in the game. Second shot on the way. That one in and out. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Couldn't make either one of them count. Score remains 43-24 in favor of the Lumberjacks. Bulldogs with the three-point shot. Clement, it's long. Rebound goes to Ross. Ross to Nelson. Nelson, little stutter step move to the lane. Shot is up, no good. A whistle. I think he's going to the free throw line. That foul goes against Cody Clement. Shows as his second foul. Team's third. I'll send Nelson to the free throw line. First one on the way. That one is going to rattle home. It was a little bit hard, kind of skipped across the rim, didn't look like it was going to go, and then it found its place at the bottom of the net. Nelson lines up the next one. On the way, it's good. 45-24, Jacks stretch it to a 21-point lead. A little bit of backcourt pressure from the Lumberjacks. Bulldogs get it across, though. Lumberjacks backed out of it fairly easily. Caleb Fry controls up top. Down to the free throw line. Going to spin, tries to get the shot up against Ross. It won't fall through. The rebound went to Grayson Sands. St. Mary's brings it across, hands off to Ross, now to Tristan Hill. Tristan Hill working on the perimeter, gets it to Ross. Ross tries to spin into the lane. He's going to lose the ball. Ball is on the ground and now tied up. And it's going to be a held ball call. Jared Badgett comes out for the Lumberjacks. Trace Wicks checks in. Held ball, the possession arrow favors the Lumberjacks, so they'll inbound. Into the corner to Nelson, now to Sands, back to Nelson. Back to the top to Wicks. St. Mary's looking for somebody cutting through the paint, nowhere to get it into them, so they still keep it on the outside. Over to Hill. Hill back out to Wicks. Wicks, short corner to Nelson. Nelson's going to try to power it up inside, and they're going to call it's a foul on the floor against the Bulldogs. Jared Lindsley's third foul of the contest. St. Mary's will inbound. Top to Ross. Now to the corner to Nelson. Nelson flips it back out to Sands. Now they go back up to Ross. Ross over to Wicks. Wicks left side of the floor. Wicks trying to get it into Hill underneath, and it's going to get loose. Turnover on St. Mary's. 45-24. Slow start to the fourth period as St. Mary's has only scored 2 points. Grangeville has not scored yet in the first 2.5 minutes of the fourth. Lumberjacks were really slowing their offense down, though, on this side. Going to get a three-point shot on the way by Fry. It is off the mark. Rebound goes to Sands. Backcourt pressure from Grangeville, though. They do get it across finally. Nelson drives underneath. Shot is no good. Hill with the rebound. He's going to go try to put it up, and it's going to be blocked and kind of stripped out of his hands, and then he's going to get called for the foul. A second foul on Tristan Hill. Tristan Hill is going to come out of the game. Tyler Renner will check in for him. I think the Bulldogs made a substitution as Cody Clement was limping a little bit over there. Checking in for the first time for him is Jack Bransford. The Bulldogs going a little bit deeper into their bench than they have most of the night. Bulldogs with the ball up top. Jared Lindsley over to Fry. Fry working against Ross. Ross is going to strip it away. Ross gets the steal. Brings it into the lane. Flips it to Nelson. Nelson puts it up and good. 47-24, Lumberjacks lead. 23-point lead for the Lumberjacks. They get a foul there on, I think, the steal attempt by the Lumberjacks. Coleman Ross picks up, I believe, foul number 2. Bulldogs will inbound from baseline. Four and a half to go in the final frame. St. Mary's leads 47-24. Short corner shot by LaFay. It's no good. Offensive rebound to the Bulldogs, as that was Jack Bransford with the rebound. They're going to call St. Mary's with a foul, and that is foul number 7. So it'll put the Bulldogs to the free throw line for the 1-and-1, and guess who it is? It's Jack Bransford, the sophomore, going up to the charity stripe for the Bulldogs. And that free throw is off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, for the Bulldogs. Fry is going to try to work around Trace Wicks, and Wicks getting a little too handsy, gets called for the foul. Wicks is going to come out. So Wicks, Renner, they come out. Sean Elliott, Connor Wolf, Colby Renner check in. Caleb Fry to the free throw line for St. Mary's, or for the Bulldogs. And he is now 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Second free throw on the way. It, too, is good. 47-26, Lumberjacks lead with 4 to go in the game. Coleman Ross with the ball. St. Mary's has really kind of slowed their offense down here in the fourth period. Ross, though, makes a nice move to the bucket and puts it up and good. Just as I say, they kind of slowed their offense down. He just drives it right down the lane and flips it up on the layup. 49-26. St. Mary's on defense. LaFay to Lindsley, and we're going to get a foul underneath, and it's going to be called. There's some fighting for position down there, and Coleman Ross gets called for that foul, and it'll send LaFay to the free throw line. Ross comes out. Tyler Renner checks back in. Gentry comes out. Badgett is in as well. I think that's the only subs that were made. free throw on the way. That one no good. Offensive rebound, though, to the Bulldogs. 3-point shot on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, but there's a foul before the rebound on the Bulldogs. That is the second foul on Caleb Fry. 15th foul on the Bulldogs. 3:38 to go. Lumberjacks lead it 49-26. Jared Badgett brings it slowly across for the Lumberjacks. Works it left side, now kicks it back to the right. Looking to the cutter, nobody open. Gets it back up the top to Renner. Now Renner to Renner, brother to brother, Colby to Tyler. Now back up to Elliott. Now Badgett, still working the perimeter. Now to Wolf. Now to Renner. St. Mary's still working on the perimeter, working it outside. Tyler Renner going to pull up the little jumper, and it's up and good. Tyler Renner with a nice shot from inside the paint. 51-26, three-point shot on the way. It's no good by the Bulldogs. The rebound goes to Connor Wolf for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks will bring it back. Getting ready to check in for Grangeville is Cody Clement. Renner to Badgett. Badgett from the corner, left side. Going to get a whistle. Ball is loose. Going to be a foul, I guess, against Grangeville, waiting for the signal. And it looks like it's going to be Miles LaFay picking up his second foul of the game. Checking out for the Bulldogs is Sam Lindsley. Coming in is Cody Clement. St. Mary's will inbound. And St. Mary's turns it over. I didn't see who turned it over then. Going to get a big substitution coming in. A lot of the guys that are brought up from the JV squad are going to get in here in the last minute and a half for St. Mary's. Cody Clement, short corner for the Bulldogs. Right side. Gets it to LaFay. LaFay to the free throw line to LaFay. Oh, that was now to LaFay. That was Fry to LaFay. LaFay drives right side. Pulls up the shot. It won't roll in. And we're going to foul over the back there by St. Mary's. No rebound, but I'm pretty sure the foul is going to be called. I think it was Tyler Renner. It was. That will put Caleb Fry to the free throw line. He is 3 for 4. And it's double bonus, so he'll shoot 2. First one is no good. And Lumberjacks make a wholesale substitution out there on the floor. We get Wyatt Holmes, Remy Ballou, Trey Gibson, Seth Swallows. And I'm missing one other guy, I think. Dylan Holder. Second free throw is up and good. So Fry makes one of the two. 51-27, St. Mary's leads. Under 2 to play. Holder with the ball for the Lumberjacks. Over to Gibson. Gibson up to Ballou. Ballou to Holder. Back to Ballou. Ballou swings over to Gibson. Gibson left side for the Lumberjacks. He picks up his dribble and couldn't get rid of the ball fast enough. Turnover on St. Mary's there. All 5 of these, the guy. You're going to get timeout taken by the Bulldogs, it looks like. And we'll take it as well. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see a community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professionals?
Jack is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Say hi, Jack's Pharmacy.
timeout by Grangeville. 1:42 to go. St. Mary's leads 51-27. Lumberjacks looking to be taking home their 8th straight district championship and their 8th straight trip to the state tournament. Going to get a turnover on the Bulldogs. A little travel by Jack Bransford. Also in for the Bulldogs, Kaysen Sickles. And number 21 as well, 23, Carl Spencer. St. Mary's with the ball, backcourt, a little bit of backcourt pressure from Grangeville. Lumberjacks need to get it across. They're going to find Wyatt Holmes. Holmes lays it up and good with the assist from Holder. And that, I don't know, might be Wyatt's first varsity point as the crowd erupts for the Lumberjacks. Bulldogs with the ball, right side of the floor, cross court. Now back to the top of the key. Going to get a three-pointer on the way by Sickles. That one is short. The rebound went to Holder. He finds Wyatt Holmes. Short corner. Shot is long. Rebound chased down by Gibson. Gibson out to Holder, and Holder is going to lose the ball out of bounds. Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 12, Ray Holmes Jr. Going now will be Carl Spencer. 51 seconds left. Bulldogs with the ball. Sam Lindsley takes it across. Right wing, now back to the top of the key, looking to feed it inside to Clement. Seth Swallows gets tied up with Clement. That's going to be a foul. And that'll send Clement to the free throw line. So Seth Swallows' first varsity statistic for him is going to be a foul call. First free throw is up and no good for Cody Clement. That's his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Double bonus, though, so he gets 2. Second one is good. 39 seconds left. Bulldogs still putting some pressure in the backcourt. Dylan Holder up to Swallows. Now over to Gibson. Gibson gets it out to Holder. Lumberjacks see if they even try to take a shot. 25 seconds to go. These guys wanted some action, so I don't be surprised they do. They get underneath the Swallows. Swallows shot off the front of the rim. It won't go. He's trying to regain the possession, and he gets fouled, and Seth Swallows will head to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. That foul goes against Ray Holmes Jr. Swallows' free throw shot is up and good. Second free throw on the way. That one is good as well. 55-28, Lumberjacks lead. 12 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs with the ball, left side of the floor. Oh, a steal by Wyatt Holmes as he just kicks off that flip. They're trying to flip it over to him. And time will run out as the ball in the hands of Grimmy Ballou, and that's how the game will end. St. Mary's wins it 55-28. Lumberjacks are on their way to the state tournament for the 8th straight year, as they will be headed down, of course, next week. We shall be headed down there as well. Going to have to gather up our sponsors. Got a short time to do it. So if you're listening out there and you're a Lumberjack supporter and you'd like to sponsor, be sure to get a hold of us. We do not have a whole lot of this thing sponsored before we head down south. Let's go ahead and step away. We'll come back with the post-game report.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work to every single athletic event.
And we have our schools out. Thanks for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years' experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that, too, with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull infused or Lotus energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekend. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's.
And we are back, and I do apologize. I overshot that one a little bit on the break that we took there as I was trying to get a couple of shots of the boys getting their trophy presentation done. Now they're just below me right here, taking their pieces of the net as they cut the net down off of the rim, as they have done now for 8 straight years. Congratulations, Lumberjacks. Let's see here. Let's take a look at some statistics here, as the Lumberjacks had a pretty good game today, I would have to say, as they beat the Bulldogs 55-28, and it was the third quarter was a fairly close one. It was 15-10 in favor of St. Mary's. Fourth quarter, though, St. Mary's outscored the Bulldogs 12-4. The Bulldogs ended up shooting 30% from the floor tonight, 20% from three-point range, 55% from the free throw line. St. Mary's, 45% from the field, 27% from three-point range, so quite a bit better than what they had been. 83% from the charity stripe, 31 rebounds for St. Mary's. The Bulldogs only pulling down 17 boards. 11 assists for St. Mary's, 5 assists for Grangeville, 11 steals for St. Mary's, 4 steals for the Bulldogs. 11 turnovers for St. Mary's. The Bulldogs had 19. St. Mary's with 18 fouls. The Bulldogs with 10. Points off the bench, St. Mary's with 20. Grangeville, I think they had a couple of guys with some points off the bench. Sam Lindsley had 2, and I think that might have been about it. Second chance points, 14 for St. Mary's, 8 for the Bulldogs. 24 points off turnovers for St. Mary's, 5 points off turnovers for the Bulldogs. Leading scoring for Grangeville, my numbers are off again. I don't know how I managed to do that, but Cody Clement, I had him with 11, and Caleb Fry with 11 as well. 4 points for LaFay and 2 points for Lindsley, Sam Lindsley, and that's all I had marked down on my stat sheet, but I was missing a couple of points there for somebody, so I apologize for that. Taking a look at the Lumberjacks, Tristan Gentry finishes with 14. He's averaged 14 all season long. He had 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Grayson Sands puts up 9 points with 4 assists and 2 steals and a block shot. Connor Wolf, he ended up with 8 points and 2 rebounds. 6 points for Coleman Ross. 6 points for Tyler Renner. 6 points for Colby Renner. 2 points for Jared Badgett. 2 points for Seth Swallows. And 2 points for Wyatt Holmes. And that's just about going to wrap everything up for us here from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Once again, St. Mary's on their way to the 8th straight trip to state, as they're going to be going down to battle, trying to bring back, once again, back-to-back state titles. They see if they can do it. Some really tough competition down there this year, just like there is every year. So it's going to be tough, but we'll see what transpires down there. Once again, we're going to be looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor our trip down to the state tournament, have your business heard during our broadcasts of Lumberjack State Tournament basketball action, be sure to get in touch with us. Let us know. We're going to have a very short time frame to get these sold and get this get our funds raised for making that trip down south. But that's going to do it for us from Lumberjack Gymnasium. St. Mary's wins it 55-28 over the Bulldogs, and we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Have a great rest of your evening.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!